The purpose of the video is to educate you of a vital problem we face today, a problem that you're aware of and may be desperately looking for a solution. That problem is drinking water. I'm here to share with you a story that will definitely make you think, a story that could be the answer to all your prayers. This story will ask and answer 4 very important questions for you. I like to call it the Espring Story. Now let's start the story off with the first question. What can water do for you? We all know that water is essential to life, but most of us are not aware of the crucial role water plays in virtually every organ and function of our bodies. Actually, water does more than simply sustain life. It can actually improve our health, our fitness, and even our appearance. It's obvious that water can do much for you and me, but maybe we should ask, what can water do to you? You can't determine the purity of your water by simply looking, smelling, or even tasting. Contaminants that can be found in your drinking water can be divided into the following 3 categories. Especially chemical and microbiological contaminants can pose serious health risks to your family. For instance, there are many bacteria, viruses, and other microorganisms that are very hard to kill with chlorine, used by most municipal water treatment centers. Most water treatment facilities produce good water. If you test your water at its source, it will likely contain very few contaminants. However, between the treatment facility and you, your water goes on a journey and all sorts of things can happen. Listed here are some of the ways your water can be contaminated. Chlorine and chloramine are commonly added to most municipal water supplies to destroy harmful bacteria. These additives can make water taste bad and smell bad. Chlorine and chloramine can also react with naturally occurring organic materials in water, forming byproducts such as trihalomethanes. One of them, called chloroform, is associated with an increased risk of cancer. Now I'm sure you're thinking, why should I believe you? Well, can you believe this? Unless you've been living under the rock for the past decade, there hasn't been a single year where any of the major news outlets hasn't published or investigated and found devastating evidence regarding our quality of regular drinking water. Water contamination can pose serious health threats. For example, lead can eventually cause anemia, low birth weight in children, and other threats to their development abilities. EPA estimates that 2 to 10% of all bladder cancer in the US and Canada may be due to contaminants in the drinking water, and these are just a few. Bears repeating, water is good for you if it's good water. So now the question arises, where can you get good water? Let's do a little searching, shall we, and see what we can find. Our search should begin with one of the most common places that people go to find good water: to the store to buy pure, sparkling, crystal clear, fresh from the spring, bottled water. However, recent studies have shown not all bottled water is as pure as you might think. A 4-year study done by the US Natural Resources Defense Council concluded that there is no assurance that bottled water is safer or cleaner than tap water. Plus, it can be costly and inconvenient. We have other methods such as reverse osmosis, as you can see here. However, it has its own advantages and disadvantages. Next up, we have pour-through pitchers and faucet-mounted filters. There are some of the more popular ways of getting good water. They can make your water look better and even taste better, but they are significantly ineffective against organic compounds. Because the carbon in them is loosely packed, it is possible for channels to form, allowing water to pass through unfiltered. In addition, they don't have a monitor telling you when to change the filter. Another technology to provide you with good water is a pressed activated carbon block. It is better than the granular carbon found in most pour-through pitchers. However, it is still significantly ineffective against many inorganic compounds and bacteria and viruses. Ultraviolet light technology is very effective against microorganisms including bacteria and viruses. However, the technology does not help us in reducing inorganic compounds. We could search further for good water, but these are the most common places that you will find good water. Yet it's obvious that every method falls short of delivering the quality water that we desire. No one technology does it all. However, there is a solution. Actually, it's a revolution in water purification system. Introducing Espring. Espring is the water you want for your family because it combines the best technologies available to give you the best. Espring's carbon block technology is the only system on the market to have independent supporting documentation for the effective removal of more than 140 potential health effect contaminants. I repeat, 140 potential health effect contaminants. The carbon block is a patented multi-stage filter that traps particulates 300 times smaller than a human hair, reduces organic chemicals, reduces lead and mercury, contains a carbon surface area of 446,000 square meters. This much carbon is equal to over 69 soccer fields. Remember, the more carbon surface area, the more contaminants that can be trapped. The carbon block filter is combined with the UV light. This technology does what carbon alone cannot do. It destroys microorganisms. The UV bulb puts out up to 80 millijoules of UV light, enough to destroy 99.99% of waterborne disease-causing bacteria and viruses. State-of-the-art electronics allow the UV lamp to operate only when the water is flowing. Carbon block filter plus UV light plus electronic monitoring. Can this system get any better? Espring makes use of a smart chip technology which monitors your system and alerts you if there is a performance problem. It automatically tracks the filter life and tells you when to change the filter. This superior combined technology was created by a team of Espring experts who lead the way in water purification research, development, and manufacturing. This team consists of more than 50 scientists and support staff in over 12 laboratories, with more than 400 worldwide patents pending or granted, with a world-class manufacturing area of over 80,000 square feet. Amidst all the confusing claims made by dozens of water treatment systems, who do you believe? Well, don't believe the salespeople, but believe the independent third-party organizations that test and certify water treatment systems. Espring has been tested and certified by NSF, recognized worldwide as the leading experts in water treatment. Espring has also earned the Water Quality Association's Gold Seal, their highest rating for water treatment products. NSF certification is important because that means that NSF has tested and verified that all the Espring claims are true. Two important things to remember. Espring was the first in-home point-of-view system certified to meet three major water quality standards. Number 42 for aesthetic effects, number 53 for health effects, and number 55 for UV microbiological water treatment. Second important fact is Espring has been certified to reduce more health effect contaminants than any other carbon-based system in the world. And now the inevitable question arises, the cost. Right now, as we speak, we are offering you the world's best source of water at a 6 months interest-free promotion. If I've done my math right, which I'm sure I have, that means that you can get the world's best water at only $4 a day. That's cheaper than your coffee and a bagel. And when we say interest-free, we mean interest-free. Now before you ask them, let me answer some of the most common concerns that our customers have. I'll just buy bottled water. Buying bottled water is expensive and inconvenient. The quality of bottled water is uncertain. Many bottled waters improve taste, color, or odor, but may still contain bacteria, organic and inorganic compounds. If you don't believe me, can you believe this? Other types of water treatment systems cost much less. Espring uses superior technology combining a carbon block filter, UV light, and electronic monitoring to provide the best system available. The Espring claims are verified by NSF. Can your treatment system make these claims? Many less expensive units treat the water for taste, appearance, and odor, and are unable to filter health effect contaminants. You can also refer to the chart that is included in the CD for further details. There are too many water treatment systems on the market and I'm too confused to make a choice. The selection of a water treatment system should be made based on claims and the verification of those claims by reliable third parties. The Espring claims have been tested and certified by NSF, a leading authority on water treatment. The Espring story is really very simple and very logical. Let's do a little recap, shall we? What can water do for you? Plenty. What can water do to you? Plenty. Where can you get good water? There are a variety of ways to make your water better, but why Espring water? Because Espring is the world's best source of water.